Tootsie,
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
What do all these movies have in common?
No idea.
Well, Jeff, they all feature men portraying women.
They do.
Yeah, and that's really hard.
It is.
Nah, it's just a movie. But what's it like in real life?
No idea again.
You know you're curious.
I am.
Well, stay tuned and find out the secrets of a drag queen right here on The Scene. Welcome to The Scene. I'm Shauna Carter, and this is my co-host, Jeff Harrison. And we're going to do a little bit of hot topic for you right now. Jeff has something burning that he wants to discuss.
Yeah. I'm a little upset. I'm a little torqued. I'm trying to keep myself calm right now.
Okay.
Because I was on the way here. I know this is going to sound like a stand-up comedy thing. You know, like, funny thing happened to me on the way to the show. But a funny thing happened to me on the way to the show. I'm just driving, and I pull out my driveway, and I'm headed down the street, and I look, and there's this sign in my yard. And it's vote for, and I'm not going to say who it is because I'm not going to give them any, more pub than what they had. And I thought, what the heck? And so I slammed on the brakes, and I turned over, and I was going to get out and just take that sign and like frisbee chuck it across the street. But I was running a little bit late, and I wanted to get here and make sure we can shoot on time. And it just kind of irritated me that they wouldn't just knock on my door and say, hey, can you put this sign in my yard? And then, I could kind of decide whether I am going to leave the sign up, or when I mow, am I just going to mow it until it's just like a mulch in my yard.
this was a random signing at your house.
A drive-by signing.
A drive-by signing.
It was a
they
drive-by
just came by
signing.
and they didn't even ask your permission.
No. Here's how I know they didn't ask mine, and I'm sure they didn't ask my wife, and I know they didn't ask my wife because of the who it is.
Okay.
Not so much who it is, but what party they're from. And I know that she's a little bit more, what I want to say, doesn't really like stuff in her yard. Me personally, I don't care either party. If they would have came and talked to me, I would have sat there, we could have had a little conversation for about a minute, and then I would have said, sure, you can put the sign up. Even though I may not agree with the person, I know they're trying to be elected or re-elected or run their job for life or whatever Congress people do nowadays. I don't think they really do anything anymore. Do they do anything? I mean, why do they even get paid? I mean,
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that it's not a very good thing to just plop a sign in somebody's yard without asking permission and just assume that they can use your property for their advertising.
Is that not rude?
That's pretty
Am I going
rude.
too far? I mean,
No,
you tell me,
no.
am I out of line? Am I out of line?
You're not out of line. I would have been very upset about that.
All right.
Yeah.
I just thought maybe that was a little bit out of line, because you know how politicians are. They kind of feel like they kind of half own the world.
Some of them do.
Like they don't want you to be able to buy Sudafed, I hear.
What's that about?
Apparently, one of our county commissioners, city commissioner, whoever these people are.
Oh, you don't know who it is?
I don't know, and I really need to get involved and find out what their names are and start watching, because now they want to, they're trying to pass something to where you need a prescription to buy Sudafed.
Oh, okay. So,
do you know why? I just learned this just a little bit ago, just to show you how naive I am. Apparently, you can make meth out of Sudafed.
Really?
Who knew?
What? Are you kidding me?
Who knew? I had no idea, because I don't use Sudafed and I don't use meth. But apparently, if I decided to have some Sudafed, they want me to have to pay a copay and go to the doctor and get some.
Okay, so do you ever use that if you have a cold?
No. I don't. I'm pretty kind of anti anything. After that whole Tylenol scare back in a while ago, when people were taking Tylenol and then they were dropping dead because somebody put cyanide in it.
Oh, right.
Nothing but Bayer aspirin for me.
Okay. Well, so...
Did I just advertise for Bayer?
You might have.
Should I get paid for that? I think maybe I should
yeah.
get a little plug. And it's the chewables. It's got to be something to chew. So if you're gonna get me with cyanide, it's got to be, you got to drop that on the little chewable thing.
Okay, make a note of that.
Berry flavor.
The Sudafed thing. Do you think that it is going way overboard then to require somebody to have a prescription? Is this going to cut down on the misuse of Sudafed?
Well, I don't know. I mean, do we have to have a law for anything? I mean, here's kind of what I'm thinking here. We have our state, and it's a wonderful state, and I love it, and the wheat and the rolling plains and all that kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. And so here, I'm going to need a prescription for Sudafed when right down the road over there, there's people banging heroin, smoking weed, they're having orgies, they're doing whatever they want in the state right over there, and it's all just flat legal, but across almost Sodom and Gomorrah style. I could say that, right? You're not from Colorado, are you?
No.
And we're not on in Colorado, so I can talk about it as much as I want.
Okay.
But over here, I'm going to need a prescription because I've got a cold. I mean, it's the same country.
Yeah.
Is there...
It seems a little drastic.
What's going on here?
It's
That's all I'm saying.
drastic.
That's all I'm saying. What's going on here?
You know, I do think that there are ways that we should try to curb some of the drug issues, the drug problems, but I'm not sure that making Sudafed be only prescription is a way to go with that. It just seems way drastic, way overboard.
Don't you need ether to make meth too? Do I need a prescription for ether?
I have no idea.
What about matches? Don't you have to light it? Do I need a prescription for matches? I mean, that's not going to stop me.
Well, that's
If
true.
I wanted to make
if you
meth,
want it, you're going to get it somehow.
That's not going to stop me. I'll just go and then I'll send somebody else and hey, send my kid up there. Johnny, go get some Sudafed. My dad said I'm sick. I mean, what do you? I mean, I don't even. Where are we going with this?
I don't know.
Where are we going with this? I'm announcing my candidacy for Saline County Commission right now. Apparently you can't run right now, but I'm announcing my candidacy right now. Jeff Harrison, I'm running because here's what I learned today, just a few hot minutes ago. There's a big pile of money that's allocated to these people, and then they get to decide how much they get paid.
Oh.
What kind of fantastic job is that?
Wow.
Can you do that on your job? Just go,
No,
hey, I think
can't.
this year, for the next 3 years, I want to be paid $50,000.
Yeah, well, don't you come put a sign in my yard unless you ask me.
No, I'm just nailing signs down like I'm Dracula in the grass in everybody's yard. And then when you see me driving around in that Mercedes, you're gonna go, doggone it, he got that $75,000 raise, didn't he? Is that am I out of line again? Tell me.
No, you're
Tell
not
me
out
if
of
I'm
line.
out of line.
You're not out of line.
I vote
Not
for
at
you,
all.
and then you decide how much you get paid.
Sounds like a great job.
That's a great job.
Sign me up too.
Yeah, we could both run. We're both running.
Can we put twin signs in everyone's yard?
Shauna and Jeff.
What a ticket.
Woo-hoo!
Let's talk about what? The World Cup?
The World Cup. Love the World Cup. I'm
Okay.
probably the only person in this studio and probably in this entire state. I'm like Facebooking some of the stuff, and then I'll get like 3 or 4 likes. Usually I get like 1 million. So sorry, people, you're gonna just to talk with me for a little bit, listen to me for a little bit, I should say. I cheer for the United States first because I'm an American citizen, but I was born in Germany,
Okay.
so I cheer for them also.
All right.
And then I usually pick some other random team that I know that's not going to do anything, and I cheer for them too. So I figure I have 3 chances to win.
A random team that's not going to do anything.
Well,
so the
you
underdog.
got to cheer for the underdog,
Okay,
right?
all right, okay.
And
I get that.
I was Ivory Coast or Cameroon or somebody that just got their butts kicked 3 straight times in a row, and they were done. And of course, we had our little run, and then we were done. But today, which is the 7th of July, you might be watching this in
Today's
what?
the 8th.
It's the 8th. The 8th of July. So I don't even know what date it is. I'm so excited. Germany beats Brazil 7-1.
Is that good?
Okay, if it were a football game, that would be like 55-3.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Beat down. I mean, total like rub your face in it on your own home, like do one of these, kick, step on you.
Did
and then
anybody
walk
get
away.
bitten?
Elbow. No, no biting this time.
Oh.
No, that guy Luis Suarez, he wasn't. They sent him home after the first bite.
Okay, he's
There's
out.
a 1 bite maximum in the World Cup.
Okay, well that's
Not
good.
like Mike Tyson fight. You can bite as many years as you want. But.
Well, I don't understand any of this World Cup stuff, the scoring. I mean, I feel like I need to have a computer and a spreadsheet and I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't know how they put all that together. It's too complicated.
You have to learn the game. It takes a little while to learn. You just got to watch it a bunch. And so, I mean, there's offsides and things like that. And I like watching the game within the game. To me, soccer is the greatest tease. It's like asking that cheerleader out to date. You keep asking her, and you keep asking her, and you keep waiting for her to say yes, and you wait, and you wait, and then it's a no. And it's a wait and a wait, and it's a no. And then whenever she runs out of anything, it's a yes, and that's when they score. And so I always, every time they score, I just scream goal, which my kids are they're always stoked when I do that.
Oh, Jeff.
Woo.
Goal! What a comparison.
Goal.
That's pretty amazing.
Goal. Now, you've got some interesting stuff that's amazing, too. I mean, so...
My stuff? My hot topic?
Yeah, I mean, this is a little scary here, isn't it?
Okay, well, this is really, really scary because, you know, there's so much identity theft going on these days.
Right.
And I feel like I learned something today, and then I felt like I live in a bubble because I didn't already know this. But according to what I read today, there is a software out there that will record the software will decipher a recording like from an iPhone or a Google Glass or anything that makes a recording. And this recording, the software will decode that and just knows your body movements, and pins can be stolen that way. So you could be in a restaurant, say, you're minding your own business, you know, you're having your beer or whatever you're doing, and you're on your iPad.
Okay,
and you want to sign in to one of your bank account, and you put your PIN number in. And there's some creeper across the room with a little Google Glass on, and he could be way far away from you, and you don't even really know he's there. And he's recording your body movements. And then he takes that to the software, and the software is able to tell from shadow and how you move your body and how you input your PIN number. It decodes your PIN number.
So how does that happen? Like I'm sitting here, I'm putting in my little PIN, and then they can figure out by me.
Yeah, the software then deciphers that or analyzes it. So it analyzes your body movement. It can pick up shadows of how you hold your fingers to hit keys for whatever PIN number you put in. It picks up all that off of the recording that's taken at the time that you're putting your PIN number in. So they're saying that some of these devices can record that from blocks away.
Wow.
Yeah, blocks away. So you could be getting hacked and you
not
wouldn't even know it.
I have no
at
idea.
all. You wouldn't even know it.
So it's kind of a little bit like the little skimming thing, like when you're at the ATM and you put your card in and then you hit your little PIN number. Some of them you can actually read your card, or they see you put it in and they've got like the little binoculars, and then after that they get into your bank account and then they can get your money that way.
Right, absolutely. Well, the skimmer things are very intricate because what they do, they have a camera inside of them. So they actually do the same thing. They have a camera, a recording device, a camera inside the skimmer. So the skimmer goes over the top of where the credit card goes into the slot.
Okay.
And some of them are so well made that you can't even really tell that they're, a detachable device, something that somebody's actually put on there. So you put that over the top of that, and there's a little camera inside. And so when you put your PIN number in, it records the PIN number, and then it sends that, downloads it to somebody's phone or somebody's computer. I mean, it's amazing.
So a guy like me that has a checking account, I should be safe, right?
You should. You have a zero balance?
Always.
You're good. You're good. Don't have to worry about it.
Well, wait, hold on. So how do I protect myself? If I got my debit card, I put it in there, can I Do I have to shield it? Do I have to body block? What can I do?
You have to be aware of where these things are used. Okay, so
No, you just said you can't see them. So how would I know?
well, you can see them. You can tell if you know what you're looking for. If the device looks like it doesn't belong there, like it's added on, it's not the same color as the device it's on. Those kinds of things. Look for that kind of stuff. Don't go to ATMs that are in a secluded area. You know, be out in one that's more public. There's ways you can protect yourself, or just be aware that that can happen, and kind of look for those things. But yeah, we need to be careful. Be careful out there, Salina. Be careful.
They get my pen, they're gonna be mad.
We'll be right back.
Hey, at Access TV, we can film about anything, even a video of a hard drive just spinning around in my hands. Contact Access at 823-2500 to get your programs on the air. Or if you want to help with any of our productions, give us a call, 823-2500.
Hello, I am so excited to welcome to our scene two of the greatest drag queens I have met today. Today! Yes! Sweet! Let's welcome Valerie Love and Lil Kimchi. Come on in. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you guys for being here.
Thanks for having us.
So, how was your drive?
It was okay. You know,
Tell everybody where you came from.
I came from Junction City. Actually, I had to go to Manhattan, pick up Valerie, and then I drove all the way here.
All right. Okay. Well, I have a million questions for you today, so let's just get started.
All right.
Do you guys perform?
Yes.
And tell me where.
I perform at Skivvy's in Topeka. That's the only place I perform right now, but we travel every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Valerie?
Yes, I perform in Skivvy's in Topeka. We travel to Wichita and a few bars in Kansas City. So wherever they're having a show, we're going to be at.
Great.
Just saying.
So do you have like stage names or something like that, or the little
Yeah,
Kim?
Lil Kimchi is my stage name.
Kimchi.
Valerie Love is my stage name.
Okay.
Well, I gotta say, I'm a little upset because both of you look better than me tonight.
Whoa.
But,
Better than you.
well,
Look at
well,
me.
okay,
Look like
well,
I just got off working from a warehouse or something like that.
We can fix it. We brought enough.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
at the
We got
bar.
you.
that sounds like another show.
Eat your face.
So, what I want to do first is I want to show a picture of you two without all the makeup.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
Yes.
What do you think? Was that a selfie?
Yes, it was.
Where was that at?
We were in Dallas. We went to
Yes.
go see a friend, and we did a show in Dallas, actually.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So, when did you start dressing in drag?
I've been doing drag for about 4 years now. So I started dressing up after high school. I just taken pictures, and I was standing in my room in this little corner, and I just turned on my little camera and started dancing, like, you know, to Beyonce songs and Rihanna songs, and thought I was cute
You
at
probably
the
were.
time, you know, and that's how it started. So, and yeah.
How did it start for you?
It was actually an amateur show. So it was just a contest, so they're trying to find new talent. And I really didn't want to do it because I was one of those people that thought I'd never do drag.
Yeah.
I love drag queens, I love watching them, but I never thought I'd do it. And one night my friend was just like, hey, nobody else is going to compete, you're automatically going to win, so just do it. So I said, I don't have any makeup, I don't have a wig, I don't have an outfit. And they were like, we already have it all ready for you, so all you have to do, sit there, get dressed up, and then go perform. And I did, people loved it, and I just kept doing it.
Awesome. Well, both of you have an individual style, I can see. So, so how do you decide what style you want to be or to do?
I'm very complicated.
I'm feeling the word.
I like to dress very fishy. The term for that is very girly, but
Believable.
exactly very,
yeah.
very sexy, but sophisticated.
Okay, yeah.
Hello.
It's working, it's
You know,
working.
I like to keep people guessing. You
Okay.
know, do one of those like, what is that? Who's
Yeah.
that, you know, over there? So I like to dress very edgy and just make a stand out from the others. Make a like jewelry being very, very standoutish and stuff. Very bold jewelry and stuff like that. So.
And so, have you fooled a lot of people?
I don't think I fool a lot of people. They know, but they just can't believe it. They're just usually confused or they're like, oh, you're really pretty. And I don't think I fool anybody. I'm too tall for that. And I have shoulders, just as wide as my mom's back window. But I have the body of a woman. So I have fun dressing up and it's my life, so.
So this is a very bold style as well.
Yeah, I just like to be bright. I like to be almost kind of preppy sometimes, but it just kind of depends because in a show, there could be just a song that you really want to do and you just find an outfit. And it's not even an outfit that you can buy in a store. It's something that somebody has to make or create for you.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes it's big hair, big shoulder pieces, gown. It could be anything. But when if I have to show up to make a presence, then I like to be very loud colors.
So how expensive is it to do all of this? I mean, it looks like it would be a lot of money.
It can be. Makeup is very expensive because we go through makeup. If we're doing shows once a week, then we're putting makeup on every week. And it's not regular makeup that you can find at the store because we do have facial hair, we have man features, so we have to cover all that up.
And how do you go about doing that? I mean, what's the trick?
Well, a good fresh shave is a start.
Okay, check.
Check. We got you. We got you.
I shaved yesterday.
All right, that's not fresh enough.
I'm not fresh on the shave. I'm too lazy for that.
Right.
This looks too much time consuming for me.
It is very
is.
I couldn't even begin to pull it off.
Sometimes I just don't have the patience, but you got to do what you got to do. You don't want
I feel like that every day.
Right.
I do.
See, that's why I respect you.
Yeah.
That's why I respect
And
you.
I respect you. So, fresh shave. go
Fresh
on.
shave. Usually, I don't have the time to sit and shave my legs, so I just use Nair all over my body, and that takes it off instantly.
Doesn't that burn?
It tingles, but that's when you know when it's working. Just don't leave it on too long, because then you're gonna have some problems after that. It doesn't feel very good.
That's what you've been doing wrong. You've been leaving it
I
on
would-
too long.
What about that waxing? Can you wax? I see.
Waxing
Yeah.
is not for me. I don't like pain.
Yeah.
So even shaving is a little much because if I nick myself, it's going to be a bad day.
Okay,
It's the
so go on.
process. It's the process. Makeup usually takes me about 2 hours. I would say I spent maybe 3 hours today because I was like, ooh, I need to be beat. I need to be painted and slaying the TV and everything else. But drag is very expensive. I spend a lot of money because I want to look good. So I feel like I'm portraying a woman and I want to give that. So I spend a lot of time into what I'm wearing, my makeup, my outfits, and everything else.
So how many wigs do y'all have?
Oh, goodness. I probably have close to 50, maybe.
50?
Maybe
Whoa.
more than that, because it's not just wigs. I also have hair pieces and all kinds of other stuff. So I have 2 tubs full of just hair.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeff?
So you have like 2 tubs full of hair. So I'm guessing that like today you decided, hey, I'm doing the blonde thing, and I'm and you're color coordinated all the way,
Right,
all the way
down
down.
to
All the way to her
Can we get the
toes.
shoes too? Can we get these shoes?
Shoe camera.
Head to
These are my
toe.
favorite.
So like if you decide, hey, today I'm doing the brunette thing, is it all?
I go from feet up because I'm a shoe girl. So I pick my shoes first,
Okay.
and then I coordinate from that.
And then go from there. All right.
I have big feet. I can't find no shoes in my size, so I really don't care about shoes, which I think I need to care a little bit more. So usually I start from head to toe.
Now, I thought all the big shoe sizes were what was on sale at the end of the season.
It's
No?
because they don't sell because they're not
Yeah,
cute.
so you can't pick those up?
You know, once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Usually all the queens and the biological women that do have size 12 and 13 feet snatch them up before we do.
Yeah.
So then we have to go to their house and rob them for their shoes.
So you get stuff online?
Yes. Yeah, I get things online just to be a little different and just have things that a lot of people wouldn't have, you know, so.
Is there like a website, or do you just shop like at Macy's or Saks?
We shop wherever we can. So taking bits and pieces from the mall and Goodwill, online. I'm actually on Instagram, so there's a few boutiques that sell a lot of clothing, so I get my clothing from there and wear that and look cute.
It's just about making it your own, because you can
Exactly.
take pieces and put them together in ways that people wouldn't imagine, or rip them up and sew them together and make something completely new.
So
it's-
do you share stuff or trade stuff?
Girls don't share stuff.
Yeah, they do.
They do?
They do sometimes.
I don't know nothing about girls.
I mean, if we're at a show and we don't have anything, we'll loan a girl something or borrow something. But other than that, I don't think we do.
Yeah,
we have our own
We might
style,
trade
so.
wigs every once in a while, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
She may want to try on a wig of mine, or I might want to try a wig of hers, and we just swap for a hot second. Sometimes.
But this is
now-
my real hair, so.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I paid for it, so it's mine.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was about ready to go, what?
So are you are you competitive, the two of you?
I don't know
Towards
if
each
we're
other?
competitive.
Well, I mean, like, not,
Just-
I guess not towards each other necessarily, but I mean, when you get up to perform, do you have a little competitive edge going on there?
I don't think it's necessarily competitive. Like, there is a different side of drag. There's a lot of pageants. So if I'm doing a pageant, I might be competitive. But most of the time when I'm at a show, it's just like we're all working at the same bar, working, having a good time. So we're just trying to have fun with it.
I didn't know there were pageants. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Where are these pageants?
They're all over the place. There's state titles, there's bar titles. Any bar that usually has a drag show, most of the time hosts a pageant of some sort.
Wow.
And we've actually both won titles.
Yes.
Valerie won Miss Capital City a couple years ago.
2011.
Wow.
I won Miss Kansas EOY, which is Entertainer of the Year, and then that's a prelim to a national pageant, so I went and competed nationally as well.
That's awesome. Well, we're going to take a little bit of a break here, and we'll come right back and talk
Awesome.
more to our drag queens. Hi, we're back with our drag queens, Valerie Love and Lil Kim Chi. And Jeff has a question he is going to present. Go ahead, Jeff.
Okay, so you won the Miss Capital, was that Miss
Capital City.
Capital City's here in Topeka? Here in
Yes,
Kansas?
Topeka, Kansas.
Okay. What did you get a prize? I mean, you get a trophy?
I got a big
you get
crown.
money?
Ooh,
Got a
I think I got
crown.
$100.
$100.
You know, I spent it on maybe food or something at Burger King, 'cause that's what I love. You got to eat a lot of Burger King to keep your curves. Just saying. That's what I do.
Well, I mean, that's been working for me.
Sit on your stomach. So it just goes everywhere else but your stomach. No, but yes, I won a crown and money. It was an interesting process. It was very fun. I learned a lot of things from it, and I hope to do it again sometime.
Pretty cool. And then you said you also, you were
won-
Entertainer of the
Yeah,
Year.
Miss Kansas Entertainer
Miss
of the
Kansas
Year.
Entertainer of the Year. So how many people were, how many did you beat down to
Well,
snag that crown and trophy?
The thing about that one is it was the first one ever. So because it was being the first one, they asked me if I would represent Kansas. So I didn't really win, but I took the title anyways.
But you won.
I mean, I won.
They gave
to
you.
everybody else, I won. I won a crown, which is bigger than hers, but.
Oh!
I knew it.
What
I could
competition?
feel it.
But again, I earned mine. So that's okay.
Doesn't matter if you earn it or does it matter who's bigger.
That's okay.
Size matters.
Size
Oh,
matters.
wow.
At least that's what they tell me.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes.
But she's taller.
She is taller.
Exactly.
Okay. Well,
All right, so take us to that first moment, that first time. What age were you when you decided, hey, I want to dress like a woman? What was that feeling? What was that like?
Well,
she
I
had
would,
some Burger King, and then she said, I've got it.
I would say I studied a lot of women in high school. I just watched how they dressed and stuff. I was always interested in hair and makeup. I draw a lot, so I think I use that now into painting my face and being creative, like outfits and stuff like that. So I was very nervous to dress. I waited till after high school, so I started, making my own wigs and painting my own face around 19, 20, 21, not sure, I don't remember. And then I had my first drag show like 3 or 4 weeks later, and after that, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. So.
Hooked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so and at that moment, I imagine that it felt natural then.
Yeah.
You kind of felt like this is who I am. This is
Yes.
what I'm supposed to be doing.
I just like to dress up. I'm just one old cross dresser, just a little bit more beat.
Well, okay, you said beat again. What's that?
Beat is
What's that
another
mean?
word of, can she help?
It's just another term for your makeup looks like flawless almost.
Exactly.
It looks very
Very
done.
painted.
Everything's blended together. You can't see the really harsh lines, or it looks
So like
almost believable.
right now, I would be not beat.
Right.
I would be beat down, beat up.
Exactly.
Okay. all right.
Yes.
We can put some cheekbones in very easily.
Yeah. I think you've got potential, Jeff.
He does.
I
He
think
has
you do.
cheekbones. He has some good cheekbones, a good nose.
Your head's already shaved, so you've got
Exactly.
nothing.
I'm about halfway there.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that leg thing. I'm just
Just
telling
don't
you.
worry about it.
Stockings.
I wear the
Stockings.
stockings and jeans.
Stockings and jeans.
Can you do the jean? Do they have it?
I mean, you
Jean
can.
dress.
I mean, girls wear jeans.
Exactly.
So why not?
Yeah.
It just depends on the number, the song that you're doing, or whatever performance. Unless you want to go outside and look cute, then you can wear jeans.
And so,
And it'd be okay.
What about you? When was that first time that you just thought?
It was at the amateur show, and I just went on stage, and I was very nervous because I had never done anything like that. I was always shy. I was never a performer. I'm more musically inclined, so I play the piano, clarinet, but never anything by myself where it's just everybody's focused on me. And so I was super nervous, but as soon as I got on stage, it was a rush almost. It just made me happy.
just knew.
Yeah.
Yes. I think I always danced in high school, and I was in all the talent shows, so I'm a dancer. So it was pretty easy, but I was very scared, and my wig came off. But I kept it moving. I was not about to let that stop me. I was like, okay, let's get it. It's off. Oh well, hey, I'm here.
Did you pick it up, or did you kick it across the stage?
I
or
left
just
it
left
there.
Just let it lay.
I left it there. Everybody went off when it came off, so I was like, okay, let's keep it going. But yeah, it was pretty easy for me, and I love to perform in front of people, so I pretend that I'm Beyonce or Rihanna sometimes.
So are those the two people that you like to portray
Definitely.
the most?
I would say Rihanna first. Beyonce, she's all right, but I'm a Rihanna girl. That's my number one.
And
So,
she does look like Rihanna sometimes. She's
Yeah,
very.
I can see that.
See that?
yeah.
I can, for sure.
So I like to do a lot of different celebrities. I'm very diverse, so I like to do a lot of Rihanna, Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, Tamar Braxton, Kerry Washington, whoever looks pretty. And so I like to usually, especially the song that I'm doing when I'm performing, I like to kind of take their look and really achieve that look on stage. So, so I can give you that feeling that that's her, even though it's not, but you get what you get, so.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about your families. How did they feel about you about you dressing in drag?
My family's okay with it. They're 100% okay with it. They are just very supportive. They've been to all my shows. I'm very surprised that they're they're just cool with it. My father, on the other hand, he's, it's gonna take him a little time, but that's okay. He's military. So, he wanted me to join the military. That wasn't gonna happen. I mean, I was stomping there with some heels, go from there, but my family's very supportive.
Cam?
My family actually doesn't know that I do drag.
Really?
Yeah, I've been doing it for this long, and I haven't really told them yet. So.
Do they watch our show?
No, I don't think so.
She's like, no.
So it'll be interesting. I mean, I think they know, but it's just I haven't actually come out and told them.
So there's a fear there of non-acceptance?
Yeah, a little bit. It's been within the last 2 years that I actually just told them that I was gay. So this would be another coming out experience for me. I feel like that's how it is for a lot of drag queens. It's another coming out experience.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of going to be my next question. Do those two things kind of go hand in hand, being a drag queen and being gay? Or are there drag queens who dress up as women, but you still like women?
I think there are. Drag is very open because I feel like just in the gay community, so many people look down on us, so why should we turn anybody away? So there's women that dress up as women, there's men that dress up as men. It's just about performance, it's about the art, it's about having fun.
Oh, cool.
Right, because underneath all this, you're just a person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Right, and I'm going to prove that right now.
All right.
So what did you eat? What did you eat last night?
What did I eat last night? I think I ate a whole bunch of Twix.
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 I like Twix. You like Twix?
Yeah, I'm a Twix fan.
Love Twix.
At like 5 o'clock in the morning.
5
So,
o'clock in the morning.
not very healthy, but oh well. I was hungry. I wanted something sweet, so.
There you go.
Exactly.
So
And plus
day
it keeps the
jobs.
curves going too.
Exactly. It hits your hips and your butt. Like I said, you have to lay in your stomach, so it just pops right up.
So day jobs.
I work in a beauty supply store.
Okay.
So that's
That helps.
where
Discount?
I get
Yeah.
I get my nails and my hair there.
Right
So
there.
I was smart about that.
Me, on the other hand, I just do makeup and hair, so usually I get a lot of clients coming, and so I just go ahead and paint girls up ready for like proms and dates and etc.
You say that like it's a bad thing. I just do makeup and hair, but I have to tell you that there's an art form to that.
Yes.
And it takes a very keen eye and somebody who knows color and style to be able to do that. So I hope you're proud of that because
Definitely, sometimes I fall out on the things I like. I kind of get lost. Like my art, like I used to draw a lot and paint, and then I stopped doing that. Then I became a drag queen, but I use that,
Right.
with the paint in my face and everyone else. So I love doing it. I guess I just like painting myself more.
I just like myself more than I like everybody else.
Usually, I get a lot of compliments and get a lot of requests on how to do makeup and hair and everything like that, and I love helping people. So I'm definitely looking forward in the future and possibly working in the Mac store or making YouTube videos and doing tutorials and how to be beautiful or enhance yourself.
Right. Well, I would say somebody who does what you do would be a very good spokesperson for that. Because if you can take what you start out with, as we saw in the picture, and look like this, that's definitely somebody who can share with other people. So that's awesome.
Yes.
So I have to know this. This is a little personal.
Let's hang on to that here in a moment after we take a little break. Personal stuff coming up.
Oh,
Don't
boy.
go nowhere.
By law, public access is open to all citizens and to all viewpoints and for only non-commercial purposes. If you have any idea for a television program, we want you to be a member and we want to cablecast your program. TV for you, by you. Just give us a call at 785-823-2500 to find out more.
Hi, welcome back. We were about to talk about something personal before the break, so here it goes. Have to ask this. Obviously, you have some guy parts.
Correct.
What do we do about the guy parts in order to look more like a girl?
Kimchi, I'll let you tell your way.
Well, how descriptive can I get? I mean,
Be descriptive.
as gentlemen, you know, our berries drop at some point. So we're just taking those and we're putting them back where they came from, and then we're taking our elephant trunk and we're flipping it under, and that's how you get a flat surface.
Wow.
There's a first
And-
for our show,
yeah.
berries and elephant trunk.
There you go.
And some people, I personally don't do it because I don't like pain again. Some people will use duct tape just to secure it.
I've heard that.
Yeah, duct tape or even spray adhesive just to make sure the duct tape doesn't slip.
You must shave
Yeah.
before you use that good old duct tape.
But there's
Yeah.
also things that are called gaffs. So it's just like it's almost a piece of underwear that you slide on, and it also helps keep everything secure.
Yes, that's what I use actually.
Okay.
It's just actually the end of a pant leg. So you just cut your end of a pant leg with some scissors, and you take a head tie, and you loop it, and you step right into the two little holes on the side, and you push what needs to be pushed up, and you pull that back as far as you can. It might burn a little bit, but that's how you know that you're getting that good old look. And so you just pull everything back, and it's gone.
So, are there any residual effects from doing all of that?
I mean, duct tape is, because it's so tough, if it's on your skin, it can irritate your skin when you take it off because you're gonna sweat and then it's gonna just get in the creases. So it can be, but I mean, baby oil will take it right off, and
You
then
could like pull one of your berries off.
You
with
could,
That
you
duct
could.
tape. I mean, that could happen.
right.
I mean, I can see that happening.
Ow.
Boom,
She
you got a
said a
berry
good-
on the duct tape.
A good clean shave. If
Yeah.
you don't shave right, then it's gonna be a little bit painful.
Exactly.
That'll do better than the wax.
And if you use a gaff, then you don't have to shave at all. But you know, shaving is less messy. So usually I've been about 24 hours with a gaff on. It does hurt eventually because then it's up the crack of your butt. And so it starts to leave a mark and starts to ride up a little bit. So you're like, oh, hold on, give me a second real quick. Have to adjust it and get right out of it, and
And then you're fine.
Exactly.
And everything's back to normal.
then you repeat.
Rinse and
After
repeat.
that, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
But then it also, because sometimes we'll layers of like stockings or pantyhose, because they'll hold on to what we call our pads. So that's what some people wear to accentuate the hips of women or the butts. So it makes it look more womanly, so you have an hourglass figure.
Right.
So in order to hold that in, everything else that's tucked underneath is going to get tightened. So it's just going to be a little bit more painful sometimes.
Okay. So what are the girls made out of?
Mine are, it's just like a pillow stuffing and pantyhose, and it's just rolled up into a ball, and then ta-da.
Really? Mm-hmm. So does that look more natural to you, or is it just less expensive than buying something more?
I mean, they do
fitted?
have breastplates, which is just everything from the breasts up to the neck, which you just slap on, and it looks like real breasts. And those are just very expensive. It can be up to $500-$600 just for that.
Oh, wow.
So this is a lot cheaper, and I feel like it's a lot more comfortable than using anything else.
Exactly.
They should give that away instead of the crown.
They should.
See,
And
when
when
you win
you
the prize, boom.
Exactly. And when
Can I
you
say
sweat, it
boom?
just soaks.
Yes.
It just
Can I say
soaks
boom?
everything up, so you're good.
boom. Yeah.
Oh,
are good.
it helps to absorb some of the
Exactly.
sweat
Yeah.
and
Right.
this stuff that's going
And
on.
if you're in the club or at a drag show, just pull it out, whip it out,
Dab, dab.
dab your face, do what you have to do, and
Right on back.
put it back in there.
Right. I love accessories that you can use in many ways.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
feel like you're getting your money's worth there.
Totally.
Yeah. So acceptance. When you go to obviously when you're working, You know, that's a club, and people are coming there to see you. What about other times when you're dressed in drag, and how do you feel like society accepts you for that?
Well, I express myself a lot through drag. I usually, half of the time through my day, I'm in drag. So this is just how I express myself. I love dressing up. I love the form of and the illusion of women. So usually I would dress up and then go out to the bars and stuff like that. So people are usually very shocked. You know, we get a few compliments here and there, and then a few guys are just being silly, just like, oh, you know, that's a man, or, you know, I'm like, I am. You know, you want my number? Like, well, you know, I'll give it to you. Give him a little dance and he'll change his mind. But, you know, it's Kansas, so they're slowly but surely accepting it.
And it's not like we haven't had anybody like physically harm us or physically come after us, but some people, like when we're outside the bar cooling off in between sets at a show, somebody will drive by, they'll yell something out the window. But I feel like I'm already a guy in a dress, so why let that affect me in a negative way? So I'll just yell something more positive that way, or just laugh about it. It's just something that we have to do.
Or if we see a cute guy, we'll just say dibs.
Yeah.
And you know, we're dressed up as women, so there's nothing else that you can't embarrass me. We're dressed up as women, like,
Yeah,
you know,
you're
we're
playing
already
a
making
character.
Right.
Exactly.
So to fully play that character, you have to embrace all sides of that
Exactly.
character.
Can I give you something to say?
Yeah.
Next time somebody says something to you, just look at them and go, I look better than your mom!
I think that would either hurt us or help us. I'm not sure yet.
If the car goes, then you
There
run
we
back
go.
inside.
But I mean, just because we're dressed up as women doesn't mean we can't hold our own.
Right.
We're still
Right.
men
I
over
mean,
here.
you're pretty tall.
Some of them get a little scared. They're a little afraid to talk to you. They may do one of these, like, I'd be like, hi. Just put them on the spot. Just put them on the spot automatically.
And that turns.
Just cross your legs a little bit, you know, flirt. So, what's your name? You know, just
Don't
It's
get sucked
fun.
in, Jeff.
Next time you see me, if you see my little pant leg going from here, you'll know.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
He's practicing.
All
That's
right.
it.
You can buy your headbands at Walgreens, Dillon's, Walmart.
I like the wig. I have to
Oh,
admit
thank
that.
you.
At first, when I saw you, I thought I was kind of looking. Is that real?
Oh no,
or-
it's not real. It can come off. I prefer it to stay on.
That's have to stay on for right now.
So tell me who inspires you that's maybe a celebrity. I know RuPaul is very popular, probably the most well-known drag queen, and he's amazing, actually, some of the stuff that he does. I see him a lot outside of drag lately on TV, but who inspires you?
I mean, one of my favorites is from that show. He has a show, RuPaul's Drag Race.
Right.
And my favorite is Jujubee. I feel like I connect with her most because one, she's Asian, and two, she's pretty, and three, like she's really funny, and that's just the kind of person that I am.
Yeah.
I just like to be fun, and we like to what's called throw shade or read people, and it's just like a fun way of poking fun at somebody's insecurities or just like a flaw that they have, but just being friends with them, like it's just
It's
a friendly
all for
thing.
fun.
It is.
All for fun. And me, well, my mother is actually, I look up to her a lot, and I definitely can see myself in her in drag, and like she's a tall woman. She's a very tall woman, and I used to put heels on her clothes and stuff like that. So for some odd reason, especially when I wear short hair, I look just like her. So usually I like to dress up as if I was her. And my biggest person that I just look up to is probably Rihanna. Like I said before, I love her so much. She just gets on my soul, and everything she does, she's just so creative, and I just take all that in and just do the same thing she does.
Now, do you do all of your own choreography, or do you have somebody that you go to for that?
Well, I dance. I mean, I make my own dances. It's not really step by step. It's kind of freestyle. You know, just go on stage and look cute, twerk per se.
Okay.
Do a little twerk. It's pretty much freestyle. If usually in pageants is where the choreography comes into place.
So if you had to think about some of the barriers that have come up over the years as you've started, you know, doing the drag queen thing, what are those kinds of barriers that you've seen for people that are maybe intimidated, or maybe they just don't quite know how to take all of this? How would you break down those barriers for people to be more accepting?
I think we just, like, it's just being more personable, like at shows, just not being super over the top, because seeing a man dressed up as a woman can be a little bit, it can be scary, it can be a little bit weird, but just like going up to people, speaking to them, because once you talk to me, it's gonna be a good time, you're gonna have fun. But everybody should go see a drag show. That's what I think.
It's
Everybody should see a
definitely-
drag
I agree.
show.
It's definitely important for the queens to communicate with the audience, to let them know that we're cool, we're fine, and, you know, make them a little bit more comfortable. Especially if the couples come and they bring their boyfriends. I tend to go to the boyfriends first. Is it okay if I go to them? You know, okay. Just to, you know, because they're just all tense and they just look like they're uncomfortable. So I just slap a leg on them a little bit and just calm down, you're fine. Now you're here, if you're gonna act like this, I'm gonna embarrass you in front of everybody. So get your stuff together, you're cool here, so.
Well, it has been such a pleasure to have you both on today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I can't thank you enough for traveling down here and just sharing this little piece of your world with us. I know I've learned tons tonight, things that I've always wanted to know but was afraid to ask. So with that, Jeff, do you have anything else?
Can we get y'all to perform next time? Can we get you to come back sometime?
We
Can
can
we
do a
get you to
little
perform
number.
next time?
Okay.
That's working.
I was about to get up real quick.
I'll be throwing something. I'll twerk. It won't be a twerk. It'll be like a tweak.
A tweet.
Well, you can borrow a wig. She has a whole tub
She's
of
got
them.
a
So.
tub full of
We
them.
will bring
store
everything
full of
that
Store
you
full
need.
of them that would match this wonderful outfit that I'm wearing
We'll
right
find
now.
something.
Okay.
Great. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.